Hi everybody, it's good to see you. Hoping you're well. Won't you pull you up a chair and set a spell while I share the strange story of the Appalachian cought sniffer. This is a strange story that happens way back a long time ago. It all started, a farmer's wife and 6 of the 7 kids were off taking care of her ailing mother and her farm. The farmer and his middle son stayed back to keep their own farm going. It was long about late fall, starting to get cold of the year. The man was broke. He already sold his crops and his animals from the fall to pay for the mortgage on the place and bought winter groceries from the store. Like coffee, flour, milk, them kind of things. But there was nothing left for the clothes and shoes for the whole family. So, how could he make some quick money? First, him and the boy hit the hills hunting for roots and plants to sell, but it took way too long to find enough to make any kind of money. So what could he do? He did as all mountain men of Appalachia did. He turned to the old copper kettle and cooked up some money. He went to his room, to his old cedar chest, and a hidden area in the bottom was the answer. He got out his family recipe for 100 gallons of the finest Appalachian moonshine ever come out of the ridges of Tennessee Valley. He made his mash mix in the barn and let it sit for a while. When it was ready, he would set fire to the kettle and let the lightning run. While he waited on that old mash, he sent word to the city that he was making a run, and his inside man sold every gallon before it ever even hit the fire. The mash was ready, so he set the fire in that kettle. Word got back to him that someone had spilled the beans, as to say, and the revenuer would be setting up roadblocks and running the roads, hunting down that 100 gallons of blockade whiskey. He sent word back that it was ready. He had a drop-off location where the money would be left and the whiskey would be left as well. That night, his plan was put into action. The man and the boy loaded the brew and hit the road. Now, how would he get past all the roadblocks and patrolling deputies? Well, that's where the cought sniffer come into play. The man was paying attention and watching, as he always did. His boy was no different. He watched him and then noticed something. Every time he got within a mile of deputies or the revenuers, his nose would start itching real bad, almost like he was allergic to them. So he would watch the boy. If his nose started itching, he would stop and turn around and go another direction, or even hide out of sight. Well, as the man predicted, while traveling down an old mountain dirt road, the boy said, "Dad, my nose is itching something awful." The man saw an old forgotten logging road So he backed down into it under a tree line just outside of any passing deputy. He shut the car off, turned off the headlights, and waited. It wasn't just a minute. Here come a deputy, shining his spotlight up and down the hollers and roads and ridges, looking to find the hiding man. The deputy drove right on past, never having a chance in the first place. After a few minutes, they hit the road, made it to the drop-off point, and got their money and left for home. And then drove right through the roadblocks like he never had anything to hide. They got their winter clothes, shoes, and had a little money left to buy a dress for his wife too. Well, folks, I want to thank you for sitting and listening to the tale of the Appalachian cop sniffer. This is one of the strangest stories I ever heard, but every word of it's true. Well, I thank you for listening. I love you to pieces, and I'll see you next time.